striving. Hope comes and stops us in our tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Good afternoon. Give me a second here. That's what it was. My sponsor and I have been trying to figure out this bowling lane. And we couldn't remember it. He just remembered it. So all right. Well, if you were here earlier, I'm doing a little bit better, you know. Yeah, we can only do what we do. Right? And talk about holding space for people. Let me get rid of these names. That didn't work. I have a song stuck in my head. I have Linger by the Cranberries stuck in my head. I have so many notes. Week 4, Dr. Bob's Nightmare. Stop going to me. Surrender. Yeah. This was something that somebody was trying to do with my group, and I thought that they were doing it correctly. And then they said, you know, we could start charging for this. And I said, you know what? That's the luck to you. I hope you have a good life. All right. There we go. That's how I clear out my life. I have a... I don't use things what they're used for. Here's my... Don't... It's too far down. I need to be up here. All right. I wasted 3 minutes. I'm getting pretty good at that. Welcome, Daily Trudge. My name is Dion. And feel free to wear it out. I don't care. If you're here, please say hello, whether you're watching the live or the rewatch. Yeah, it's a very large bottle of water, huh? Which I can make it get smaller. I can actually make it get bigger and smaller. See, everything is perception. Right? Oh, like I said, it's just when it was kind of negative, people were piling on. We like our drama. We like our drama, right? You know, just like everybody else, when I'm not accountable, that's what happens. That's what happens to me. Wasn't being. I don't think I'm being accountable enough. I think I'm kind of making decisions on my own. And, you know, it's pride, man. Okay. It's pride, you know. There's some things I believe, and I don't bring this up in AA, but this isn't AA. But I certainly do believe in the devil. That I believe in God. Right, so I do believe in the devil, and I do believe for me that the devil comes in different forms, and it usually comes in the forms of excitement, things that look good, things that are pretty, shiny things. You know, that's not why we're here. We're talking about holding space for others, which is what I'm bringing this up because my sponsor just did this for me. That's what he was doing. He was bringing things up, but he was holding space for me, right? He didn't confront me. He said, Dion, this is kind of what I'm seeing, and I'm a little concerned because he's my friend and he gives a fuck about what happens to me, right? So I'm gonna listen. Not only that, but you can't come on here, ask for help, and then um, and then not take it, right? Nutty earth. It's like it was driving me nuts, and I said nutty earth. So what did we do when you came into the program? And I'm hoping this happened for you. But what we did is we said, is there anybody here for their first, second, or third meeting who would care to introduce themselves by their first name? Now, listen how that's said. It's because it's not a requirement. You are not required. You don't even have to say you're an alcoholic. You really don't. You don't even need to do that. See, we already know. We know. I know you're new. I can see it in your eyes. See, when you get recovered. When I was drinking, I wouldn't look people in the eye. I avoided eye contact, and I certainly avoided any eye contact with my stepfather. Okay, why? Because he's one of those people where he can look into your eyes and then he knows. He's just one of those people, man, and it scared me. So I didn't want to. Yeah, when I was drinking, I didn't like to be around people that had a lot of courage and who had a lot of spirituality because it bothered me. It bothered me. Okay. Now they weren't doing anything wrong. No, my stepdad's awesome. He's a cool motherfucker. It's partly why a part of why I do what I do, but I don't think he'd want me to go through this for it. See, he got blackballed from the industry too for saying the right thing. But we're a very lonely people. Did I say hi, Amber? If not, then yo. But we alcoholics are very lonely people, and we don't want to admit it, right? Because then that makes us look like a fool. It makes us look weak, and we're already weak, and we know this. We know this, but we don't want other people to know that. But they do know. They know. People like you and me, we know the difference. All right. So you came into that meeting the first time, and what'd they do? I'm Dion. I'm an alcoholic. Welcome, Dion. It's good to have you. Suddenly, I was the center of attention. Okay. Yeah. Newcomers become the center of attention. That's why we're there. We're there for the newcomer. Have you ever been somewhere and I always like to talk about getting coffee at Starbucks, and you walk up and somebody's already there, and don't be in a hurry. And they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry." Yeah, don't worry about it. Take your time. I'm not in a rush. Even if I'm in a rush, I'm not in a rush. It's not for them to get out of my way. They were there first. Right? They were there first. Some people will be kind enough. Oh, you only got a couple things. Well, I got a whole cart full. Why don't you just go ahead of me? We do that stuff all the time, don't we? Oh no, I don't go grocery shopping anymore. So people still do that. Of course, self checkouts, probably not. Self. The more your life is convenient, the less you actually have control over your own life. So quit picking convenience. Pick arduous. That's off topic a little too. So that person's like they're just putting sugar in their coffee, their creamer, getting their coffee the way that they want it, right? Because we all want our needs, and and then that's gonna make them feel better. Okay. So when you do that on a regular basis, I mean, it's pretty cool, right? So when we go out into the world, we're all hunky dory and everything's great while we're in the meeting, but we got to go out to the world, man, and we need to apply what we have learned out in the world. Because, when I was drinking, I kind of destroyed my community. I would drive drunk, I would do silly things, we could list off a lot of things that we did wrong, but we are no longer those people. I believe that people can change. I did. You did. Youth mom. Good to have you. I hope I said that. I'm trying to figure out, but welcome. It's good to have you. Oh, quick announcement. If people ever want to come on and things like that, just let me know. Another invite. God knows. Somebody asked me again, hey, you ever thought of bringing on some co-op? Bring it up all the time. So now people are actually going to start doing it. So you'll be seeing a couple of my friends come on with me, Daryl and Scott. Hey, Ingrid. Hello again, my friend. Hello. Little Barry Manilow for you. Tear it up, kitty. Tear it up. It's a bag. They're obsessed with this bag. And it's like the contention. Oh, were you napping in the bag? Oh, did you have a bag nap? Huh? Isn't he just a good-looking cat? Look at it. He's even got a little goatee. Look at his goatee. Hey, stop moving. Look at his goatee. Did you have a good nap? Yes. He's learning forced love. He loves it. You love it. You love it. Okay. He's like, okay, I'm going to go take a shit now. All right. Nothing like that good poop after a nap, There's a lot of different ways that we can hold space for people. Start with your kids. You want to learn how to hold space for people and have patience, tolerance, kindliness, and love. Start with your kids. Start with your own family, man. Why? Because it's the hardest one. It's the hardest one. All right. I'm learning more just like everybody else, and not anything in this world is going to be perfect. It's, what are we going to do about it when it does happen? When, not if. Right? So I have new rules. I had to lay down some new rules for myself. It's okay. My brain fucking hates it. It hates it. It's like, you're a dick. I hate you. It's all right. I really don't care what it thinks right now. I don't. So we hold space for people quite a lot. If you're a sponsor, you hold space for people, right? It's just a matter of saying, hey, I've got time and you're a priority. That's what we're saying. When you hold space for somebody else, what you're doing is you're saying, there is nothing more important than what is going on with you right now. Nope. And I'm here, and I'm not caught up in my own shit. I don't have my own emotions going on. I'm spiritually fit at the moment. See, I can't hold space for other people if I'm not spiritually fit for me. Maybe other people can. I don't know. I've never been in that position, so I don't know. I've never tried to be spiritual while drinking. It doesn't mix. Well, it just doesn't happen. Sorry, it sounded like there was a child screaming. Oh. I got that sonar something's wrong in the house. I know. It's like, like a little dog. What is that? Is that? Okay. Probably a cat. Good chance it's a cat. It's powerful because people. Why is it powerful? Because it isn't done much. That was you. So you child like a 3-year-old boy, or you scream like a. I thought it was my grandson, but I couldn't tell if it was crying or running down the hall. And it was running down the hall. Right. But there is so much that happens when we do that. It's like you're giving yourself a piece of you to someone else. Okay, I'm gonna shut my door. All right, yeah, thanks. Stop screaming. All right. I have a huge backyard with trampolines and all sorts of stuff for this occasion. So it's hard to do this when there's a shrilling, high-pitched noise going in my ear holes. It's hard to do. Like if there was somebody here going bark, 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 it'd be kind of hard for me to do this. And I'm easily distracted. Don't say squirrel. Don't say squirrel. Don't you say it. Don't you fucking say it. What are other ways that we're going to hold space for people? Really, I mean, holding space for people comes down to time. And since our time is so valuable, all my time's so valuable, and I've got to priority. When somebody doesn't feel like a priority, even though that they're not, that hurts, doesn't it? Doesn't it? I was just kind of talking with my sponsor about this, and I told him, what it comes down to is this. I know that some people don't want to work with me because I'm me. I can be pretty passionate. We'll call it passionate. That's what people. I love your passion, Dion. Don't call me crazy. That's what that means to me. But and I was saying, well, I work a program of honesty, and I will let somebody know. But instead, they don't say anything, and that's so passive aggressive. And in this field, that's a no-go. So I don't get it. Right? What it comes down to is my expectation of how people should act. And I have to remember that not everybody's like me. Because honestly, it would hurt less if you said, Dion, you're kind of a little too much for me. That I understand. But not saying anything at all is just a weak-minded fuck to me. That's what goes through my brain. You got a degree in psychology and you can't be assertive? You don't know how to be assertive? Assertive is a lot easier than passive aggressive. There's a lot less stuff you have to remember. Passive aggressive is lying to me, for me. All right. So priorities. Make other people feel like they are a priority in your life. They know they're quite not, but that's okay. It's all right. Like sometimes I'll be talking to somebody, they're like, oh, I'm getting another call, I'll call you back. And I think, no. Sometimes I won't answer. If you make me less of a priority, then I may not waste my time. Do you not feel that way? So let's make people priorities. Yeah. Let's make people. Somebody's in a rush, let them go. Go for it. Thank you. Yeah, whatever. Then you don't have to deal with it. Right? Somebody's having a hard time. Hey man, do you need to talk? You know, we all find out who our friends are when tough things get tough, huh? Right? Your friends will be your real friends are the ones that when things are down, they may be a little rougher with you, okay? But it's because they love you. A true friend's going to be say, hey, it doesn't have to be mean. My sponsor just got done confronting me on several things. He wasn't mean about it at all. Did we go back a little bit for it? Yeah, sure we did. We're trying to figure it out. Someone had to play devil's advocate. Okay. And we got down to the right answer. We got down to causes and conditions. Made me feel a lot better. Why? Because he was holding space for me. And it's not often that people actually do that. When you're holding space, don't get on your fucking phone. Don't text somebody else. If you're holding space, nothing else is going on. I love it when I send Amber or Ingrid a message and get a message an hour later that says, sorry, I was with a sponsee. That means they didn't check their phone while I would. Thank you. That's the way we're supposed to do it. Okay. Now, I have to be careful of this because I go online a lot and I'll walk away from here for 2 minutes. I don't care. I'm going to go get a fan. I'll be back. Need to change shirts. I forgot to do this. Camera's not on. Been a while since I had any technical difficulties. It's because I only have the camera now. I got it. So, looking for speakers for the podcast. One of the things that I'm going to do is, and we're still doing the sober living. It's just it's a little bit on hold. I have a meeting tomorrow. So it's not done. There's nothing I can do about it right now. So I got to get back to podcasting. I need to book somebody today. I need to set something up today. It doesn't mean I do the podcast today, but I need. Oh, I know you're not ignoring me. That's what I love about it. That's what I was saying. You're not ignoring me. That's not what I was saying. You're holding space for them, which is exactly what you should do. And that's what I was saying. Good job. And when I'm going to tell you something, the Daily Trudge is not a priority. It's not a priority compared to a sponsee or a meeting. To me. Now, for you, it may be different. See, we all have different kinds of feelings and stuff, and feelings are valid, right? Feelings are valid. They may not be fact, but they are valid. It's all right. People just keep popping on. I only need 3 more watches to move up on the Instagram. Yay, a badge. I don't want a badge. I want change. I don't need no stinking badges. We don't need no stinking badges. Earlier, somebody said, hey, can you give me stars? Because then I make money. And this was a person in recovery, so I can continue to give you good content. I'm going to unfriend you. You're not my people. Well, my people here. People that want this recovery, that do this recovery, that understand that this is a new way of life. That you understand that you can help when no one else can, and you take it very fucking seriously. And you will do anything. You will sacrifice anything if God asks you to. He ain't gonna. I don't see why he would do that. Oh. What else? What else is holding space? One of my favorite things lately, encouragement. Encouragement. especially in AA, especially with newcomers who cannot see that they're growing yet. Encourage them. When you're going through shit, do you see the good stuff growing in your life? Not always. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I got some, but not always. That's why God has people in my life. That's exactly why. Because I don't have all the answers. I mean, I do have all the answers, but I don't have them all at once at any given moment. Sometimes I have to be reminded that, that my accountability is not where it needs to be. And now that I'm aware of it, I feel a lot better about it. It hurt. Yeah, it fucking hurt. I like to be a good example. Okay? But even coming on here and having a hard time and doing the right thing, or at least attempting to, I think is worth something. It's worth something. So, encouragement. It's the number one way to hold space. It means I was thinking of you. A handwritten letter. You'll melt my heart with a handwritten letter. Al-Anon gave me a handwritten letter for helping him out. It's sitting in my drawer right there with my other stuff that, just like I have, I have all little stuff sitting around here. Amber gave me this. I got this from an event, things like that, So those are things that are I see them and they encourage me. They remind me that other people took time for me. Wow. Yeah. All right. One other way. I keep pushing it. May I just do a podcast on it? Learn your love languages, man. See, you're an intuitive person. And if you know your love languages and you study it, you're just automatically going to do it. You're not going to have to think about it. You're not that person. You are not that person. You were born bodily and mentally different from most of your fellows. And there's a lot of bad things that come with it. And there's a lot of really good things that come with it. We get things that other people in this world, they'll never even have a chance at because they were not alcoholic. So you were set aside and it hurt. Now you're set aside, but it feels right. But you're still set aside. Okay. So we go around it and people are hurting, I want mashed potatoes. I don't know what's going on, but I am getting a lot of, oh, I know what it's from. Okay. I put something in the Alcoholics Anonymous group, and I think people are like, ooh, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. Oh, they just liked my post. Okay. I'm booking a fucking speaker today. It's 4:00, man. I'm running out of time. And I was going to say something, but then I remember if they're not here, I can't say their name. Unless it's my sponsor. He's on here all the time. It's somebody that isn't here often. So I'm yeah. See, I got better at it, Amber. Got better at it. You guys, if I make a mistake here, let me know. It's all right. Okay. Yeah. So what are we doing? How are we going to hold space for people? Number one, if somebody's in front of us, we're going to allow them time. If we are with our sponsees, if we are with our children, if we are with our significant others and it's our time, let's put the phones away. Yeah. When I go to my mom's house, she hasn't done it lately, but she used to make us put our phones away because they were a distraction. Now that she knows how to use her phone, yeah, rule's gone. Because that's the truth. All right. I love my. I'm not harping on my mother at all. I love my mom. In fact, next time I see her, next family meeting, or next time we get together, I'm bringing it up. I haven't had a nightmare in over a month. Is that cool? My nightmares have kind of gone away. I still kind of had some. I still have weird dreams, but they're not nightmarish. And I haven't had a drunk dream. I haven't been to the liquor store or where I go to buy my weed or any of the different places that I live in. And I'm talking about my dreams, and I can see them all in my head. It was honestly, it was a different world. I was living in two worlds, this one and that one. And sometimes it mashes together. It's, it's a conundrum, that's for sure. All right. So, yeah. Send me a speaker right now. I should go. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I appreciate it. I love you. Peace out. And